Tonight on DCS Add-on Spotlight. The Gripen soars with might on the DCS World skies. More shadows, tweaks and improvements by the community. Your personal F14 crew chief is ready to hire. And we announce our giveaway winner. This and more on How I Play. Hello virtual pilots, I'm Andre Celesti and welcome to another episode for the Add-on Spotlight series where we take a look at the most recent add-ons available for DCS World. If you find yourself checking the user section on the DCS page very often for unique mission files, skins, fixes and immersive add-ons, well, you'll be right at home here at How I Play. Of course, we won't manage to show all of them here on the channel, so if you know of something that we missed, message us down below and we will take a look in a future episode. The wait is ongoing for the next open beta update. DCS 2.9 is currently under internal testing, so patience is key. So without further ado, let's start. And first one for today is Better Shadows, a mod that eliminates unstable shimmering and constantly changing shadows by taking out flat shadows, which results in less CPU usage and reducing the shadow distance from 7 to 2 kilometers. As the author says, he wasn't a big fan of that huge long-distance shadows. He has never seen any other simulator calculating object shadows around 7 kilometers away, so that's that. Now we have cockpit shadows as one bitmap and the rest as the second shadow map. Currently, Cascade system does not bring much efficiency, but it's actually made horrible passage from various types, especially in VR, which has been really irritating. He increased shadow maps from 4K to 16K, considering that he reduced the cascade from 5 to 2, and the new 2 cascade system requires almost double the VRAM. It asks around 0.5 GB more. So we need to be aware of this, but it gives you so much quality in the cockpit you will not believe. Hornet even looks wonderful when shadows falls on the screens. The author recommends it mainly for VR and low-level flights. Sadly, this mod breaks the integrity check. But how do we make it work? Well, you need to set the shadow to high in-game and turn off secondary shadows. The link is compatible with mod managers. You may ask yourself, why do this? It's a removal of the shimmering, flickering and changing shadows in VR. This mod is especially aimed for helicopter pilots or VR guys with rather powerful GPUs. The only visible border you will notice in-game is the ring of objects, especially trees, starting receiving shadows. If anyone knows how to make this transit smoother, please have a look at the shadow shader in the game files. The author actually didn't touch that. Another thing to note is that you can turn off terrain shadows if you want, and you will have a very high quality cockpit shadow. He is planning to edit other profiles to make it more useful for people with weaker systems in the future. Currently settings will be really overkill. Next, we got the fantastic JAS 39C Gripen community mod, made by a passionate team that wanted to bring the JAS 39 Gripen to DCS. Work started in February 2021, and in short amount of time, they achieved the basic Flaming Cliff Stream module. They put a lot of effort into the mod and have added several features to enhance the user experience. Their main focus has been on creating an authentic and immersive cockpit that accurately represents the Gripen's instruments and controls. They also added unique weapons and made modifications to the flight model to make it as realistic as possible, taking feedback from Gripen SMEs into consideration. You can expect a clickable cockpit with a custom-made heads-up display, custom canopy and APU sounds, an auto throttle with AOA 12 and AOA 14 landing modes, a damage model with bullet holes and a tire overspeed damage. This is an ongoing project that evolves as time goes by, and the team is dedicated to it. They updated the model with new high-detailed exterior textures, liveries for each nation that operates the JAS 39, updated animations, multiple practice missions, and even air-to-air refueling. We will definitely revisit this mod in the future in a better hands-on approach. Also, a strong shout-out to Maxwell Cinematics that created an amazing trailer for the mod. There is no day passing by that we don't encounter talented creators in the world of DCS. Moving on, we got Tom's Infantry mod, 1V or Western style, and one for Russia, that contains 2 new 3D models with different liveries so that various equipment can be represented. The selection is done in the editor of DCS. Then we got a Republic of China, Taiwan military vehicle liveries pack, containing various units. Sticking with liveries, the civil aircraft mod is being updated with monthly new liveries, and this time we got the Atlas Air, Southern Air, World Cargo liveries for the B747. Keep in mind that this skin pack needs the Boeing 747 Common Normal Map Rough Matte Texture Pack Revision 2. I link both in the video description. Moving on, another pack is the Mi-8 containing the Atlas livery skin pack. Be sure to install each file separately. Another livery I would like to present to you is the 36th Combat Aviation Brigade 1101 Aviation Regiment, Fort Campbell, Kentucky for the Apache. The level of detail is outstanding and the scratch markings and weathering looks good on the module. Then we got our dear Corsair, friend of the channel and strong supporter of hip games. He makes detailed airport charts for the majority of the maps available in DCS World. I linked his work in the video description. You will find the best available charts for all important airfields with proper procedures and attention to detail. Now, for those of you using the F4 Phantom VSN mod, there are two high-quality liveries that we found out there. The first one is the US Air Force F4D Phantom 2, uploaded by CubeBoy. This is a relative faithful recreation of the F4D from around 1987, sporting the Hills 2 scheme. This Phantom, based out of Homestead, had a relatively quiet life as far as public records show. And then we got the US Air Force Minnesota ANG of the 148th Fighter Intercept Group. The aircraft wore this scheme for a few years before it got changed to a two-tone gray scheme, but this specific paint job is from around 1984-1987. The liveries have simple custom rotments, which bring this bird to life in a more believable way with better PBR reflections. Nice! Now, one of my favorite YouTubers out there for DCS World, Bogey Dope, kindly shared his own personal virtual F-16 crew chief. Basically, a voice attack profile which includes crew chief comms audio to simulate pilot-crew chief interactions during launch. I highly recommend this if you want the closest thing to a real-life startup procedure with the F-16. This will provide that missing aspect of pilot-crew chief interactions during startup. He has an installation and configuration video ready for us. He also included voice attack profiles for the free version with a maximum of 20 commands and one for the full version with 178 commands. Impressive! He has also a Vicom version. Of course, like always, link is in the video description. And last but not the least, if you have a Logitech keyboard with an LCD, you can use a program called DCS PY or DCS Spy. I'm a bit confused of the name, but whatever. This is to show some cockpit instrument data. It will be useful for aircrafts and instruments like the Hornet, Viper, Blackshock 2 and 3, Mi-8, M24 behind, the TomCat, A-10C, Harrier, Apache and the Strike Eagle. Really cool. And now, I hope you are ready as we finally got a winner for our F14 TomCat giveaway. As you know, here at How I Play, we want to give back to our community, and thanks to one of our generous supporters out there that wants to remain anonymous for the time being, we can continue to provide giveaways for you guys. This time, we got around 3,500 entries to our giveaway. Impressive for the already released TomCat. But I don't want to keep you waiting too long, so without further ado, the lucky winner of the F14 TomCat by Hitler in DCS World is Vivon Lex. Congratulations, we already contacted the user and the module is on its way. Thank you for your participation, everyone. It really means a lot to me to see many new faces on our little channel here. I will strive to continue the work, delivering the most important news out there from DCS World and more. And that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Remember to check our sponsor VR Rock for your VR blue light protection and prescription lenses. A big thank you to my hip crew that support the channel with news and content from all sources in the sim world. And our Patreons, Rhinox, Richard Burnside, Pegasus24, Runan, Crash, Santiago Ordonez, Hobo, Dieter Nussbaumer, Tony Prince, Ian Masak, Isod, Moljam, Dougal Wilson and Brooke Guet. And if you want to support our channel, feel free to use the thanks button here on YouTube. Remember to leave us a like if you find the video informative and subscribe to keep in touch with all the latest news on your favorite simulators and games. I am Andre Celesti, reminding you to fly safe and I'll see you next time.